What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back. Just see, I'm sitting in the cord, strapped into my harnesses. Oh yeah, baby, ain't going nowhere in this thing. So yeah, I ain't moving. But in today's video, guys, I don't know if you all remember, but I said the cluster wasn't working rotten. So we're gonna try and get that figured out. I think I know what it is, but we'll look into it still and figure it out. But we got to get the cluster working, and we got to get the gauges back connected, because the wideband or boost gauge isn't connected. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I had all the gauges on the side, the oil pressure, the voltage, and the coolant temp. So I don't know if I'm gonna connect those again, or in the bezel over here where the radio and all that used to be, all the AC stuff. I want to make a template and put those gauges in there, so I can get rid of the whole pillar here. Now, I'm not a fan of that stuff, but yeah, hopefully we can get stuff done before it rains. So let's get to work. First, get out of this harness. Alright, let's get to it. This is just laying in here. I didn't connect it because I knew the cluster wasn't working. So we'll go ahead and set that all aside. And then we're gonna have to get behind here. So we got the one bolt right there, another bolt down there that are Phillips. So let's get these off and we'll get the cluster out. Alright, so I went ahead and got the cluster down, but I think my problem is right here. This cable here, I believe, is the ground to everything. I did leave this on here because when I did some of the wiring, this was like looped to like other stuff. So I didn't take this one off just in case if I needed it, which clearly I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out of that zip tie real quick. And then I'm gonna route it back behind the dash and then ground it down here. Alright, so it's right here. Gotta ground it down here with this bolt here. So that's gonna be tucked out of the way. But there you go. Now, go ahead and connect all this back up and see if the cluster works. Alright, got the ECU plugged in. Now let's connect the battery and see what happens. Alright, so ECU's in, battery's connected. We're good, because this wasn't working before. But we'll go ahead and start her up. E85 cold start, baby. Good. I don't want to leave it running because it's pretty early, but God, I smell E85. Look at that, guys, fired up. This car's been started in a couple of weeks. You know, I think last time we started is when we put the harness and everything in it, and that was before Thanksgiving. Yeah, fired right up, and it's like 60-something degrees out right now. But that's good. Now we can work on the boost gauge and the wideband. So I got the cable right here for the boost gauge. Just got to get the little fittings, connect that, and then the wiring's all right here for the wideband. So we just got to plug these in to it, and then your power, ground, and I believe the white one is power as well for the light, and that will just connect into the fuse box somewhere. So yeah, let's get this all done. Alright, so I got this cable ran behind the dash. I got the plugs and everything behind the dash and plugged into the wideband. Now all I got are these cables right here, which, like I said, the power, ground, and the light for it. So I'll just find a source on the fuse box here, and then the ground, just probably ground it to this bolt here as well, and then go from there with the light. These two, I believe, just go together in the same area for power. So let's get that done. All right, guys, so I got the white cable, actually went to the ECU, so I got that connected and ran back to the ECU. The red one is powered into the fuse box, and then that black cable I have grounded. All I have left to do is the boost gauge. I got everything ran to the top, but I can't find the little ball that goes on this vacuum line, the hard line, that like the compression fitting, I guess it's called, that goes into the back, so when you tighten it down it holds it in there. I even got the light and everything ran for the boost gauge too, but I just can't find that fitting. I mean, it should be here somewhere, but it's no big deal. I can just go to a parts store or something and pick one up, a little kit of the compression fittings. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the ECU, or the battery I mean, and see if the wideband works. Good. Alright guys, so as you guys see, we got the cluster working again. The wideband is working. I got it wired back into the ECU and all that stuff. Got all the wires tucked up and zip tied off camera, so it's all away from the pedals and everything, and not in the way of hitting it with your foot or something when you're at the track trying to shift quick or whatever, get on the brakes, whatnot. You're not gonna rip no wires or nothing. So got that all done, and then I got the boost gauge all in the cluster or in the bezel, but I got to get that piece. So I'll do that later on or something. It's not a big deal, but it's all, the wiring's all ran to it and everything. I just got to put that line on, the boost line, vacuum line. But what I do want to do real quick is, I don't know if you guys noticed in all the videos that my ECU doesn't have a cover on it. I have a cover for it, just haven't put it on. Got it right here. But look at this thing. This thing's hideous looking. It's dirty and nasty and stuff. So we gotta clean this up. So let's go ahead and clean it real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a good sanding. We're sanding it. You guys know what's happening. I'm sure y'all can guess what's next. Let's get it. I'm gonna do another coat, but instead of going this way like I was, I'm gonna go like this. Alright guys, so it's hard to see with the glare of the sun, but obviously it's not wrinkled all the way, but it's starting to wrinkle, as you can see. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this air dry for about 5-10 minutes. And then focus. I'm gonna let this air dry for about 5-10 minutes or so, and then we'll come back and check on it. Alright guys, I know it's probably hard to see. Let's see if I can move it up here, the light. There we go. Look at that. Ooh wee, that looks beautiful. I'm still not gonna put it on the ECU yet. I'm gonna let it dry for a couple hours, and then at least another 30 minutes or so, and then I'll check on it. But I'm gonna set it up somewhere where the sun can hit it to help it dry faster. Guys, look at that. Tell me what you think in the comments though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's gonna make the ECU look good. That should be a good spot right there, right? What do you think? Good spot? Sun's beaming right into it. Right there's the sun. Look at that. Yeah, let's go ahead and let this sit. Alright guys, so you know I can't do one side of it and not the other. So got this scuffed up and everything. Let's get some heat on it and throw some paint down on this as well. Alright guys, I laid that coat on pretty heavy because the can is pretty much empty. So I just wanted to make sure I had a thick coat on there because I don't want to have to do more than one coat. Or I know I'm going to have to, and I definitely don't have enough. So I just did one heavy coat all around. So let's get some heat in it. right, yo, look at that. Sheesh. Looking good. Oh my good. And this baby over here, looking absolutely beautiful as well. Go ahead and slide this over just a tad bit. Go ahead and move this slowly and easily over right there. And let's go ahead and bring this over here in the sun. Oh yeah, it's gonna look amazing. Well, let's go ahead and let this all sit here, and then we'll check back up on it in a little bit and get it all on the ECU. Guys, whew, I'm excited. This looks good. So it's been sitting on here for about 45 minutes or so. Let's go ahead and get this all back on the ECU and see how it all looks together. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this cover. Already looks good. Drop one bolt down the middle. Still kind of soft paint, so I'm trying to be real gentle with it. It's one side. It's hard to hang on to. I'm not trying to touch the actual cover yet as much as possible. Try not to, at least. Get a little more time to cure. But I just had to see how it looked together. I'm only going to put 2 bolts in it for right now. Yeah, look at that. I would love to paint the case too. I don't want to wrinkle black that. I would like to paint silver, and I don't have no silver paint, so this is just going to have to do. Guys, tell me what's up in the comments though. Oh my god, look at that. Sheesh. That's beautiful. Got the little connection still right there for the Honda. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. This side's more dry, so we're laying down that way. What do you think? What's up, guys? Let me know. That look good or what? Oh yeah, you can never go wrong with wrinkle black or any wrinkle. All right, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about how the ECU came out. I think it looks good. Like I said, I would like to paint the case on it, but I would like to paint like silver or something, and I don't have silver paint here, so I might do that later on off camera. But guys, we got the cluster working in the cord. We got the boost gauge all hooked back up and everything. We got the wideband hooked back up, all the grounds on, all the wires all tucked up and everything. We got that painted. Quite a few things, you know. So I don't know how long this video is going to be until I edit it, but doing that stuff on the wiring for the car took some time, and then I was working on another car for a little bit too, so that took some of my time. But I'm going to try and get this video edited up so I can post earlier and not like midnight or so. Freaking sucks. I'm trying to keep the uploads earlier in the day. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think. And let me see some W's in there, guys. We're pushing. We're daily uploading. We're not slacking. We're not slowing down. We're pushing, guys. We're trying to get this stuff done, get this car done so we can go to the track and have some fun. But if you guys are enjoying this content, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 5K. We're not far from it, but you know, I think we could do it if y'all sub to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and if y'all want to help support, it's free, and that would be the best Christmas gift y'all can give me. So just watching these videos, smashing that thumbs up button, and subbing to the channel if you're not yet subbed. A lot more people watch my videos that aren't subbed, so y'all can just do me that favor and hit the subscribe button. It'll mean the world to me. But that being said, guys, hope you all have a great day. Peace out and God bless.